Alright, so what is your name?
My name is Jai Mills.
Okay. So if you had to choose one word to define Atlanta, what would it be?
That's hard. I guess it's pretty. It's really pretty. Like it's pretty, beautiful. That's how I describe the city.
Okay. Okay, so were you born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia?
I wasn't born in Atlanta, but I was raised there. I moved to Atlanta when I was 2.
Alright. So you said you weren't born there. Where were you born at?
I was born in Seattle, Washington.
And what made your parents move to Atlanta?
My dad's in the military.
Alright, so to the best of your ability, can you explain Atlanta's culture to me?
It's very Afrocentric.
And can you go into detail with what you mean by that?
In Atlanta, like, unlike Kentucky, in Atlanta, we're the majority and not the minority.
African Americans?
Mm-hmm. And the African American culture is really important in Atlanta. Like, people are proud to be Black.
All right. So you said the African American culture is really I can't remember what you said.
It's really important.
Okay. And you said people are proud to be Black. Okay. So, would you raise a family in Atlanta? Why or why not?
Yeah, I would raise my family in Atlanta because it's a city, but at the same time, like, they have like suburban areas too. So it's not like New York, where it's just city. It's like city country,
right.
You could say.
Alright, so do you think Atlanta tends to be hyped up for tourists?
Not really, because when you visit, like, all the stuff that they say that tourists should do is really fun. Like, even though I'm a local, I do that stuff all the time.
Okay, so do you feel that Atlanta is overpopulated?
Yeah, there's a lot of people there.
To what extent?
The traffic's really bad all the time, so that means there's a lot of people there. And the schools, all the public schools are way overcrowded.
All right, did you go to a public school?
I went to a public school and a private school.
And how did you like going to a public school?
I love my public school way more than I like my private school. But both, like, they both gave, like, I learned a lot at both. So I'm glad I went to both and not just one.
Okay. So explain how culture differences tend to clash in Atlanta. Because I know you said, like, earlier, I guess it's Afrocentric, meaning that it's African Americans basically are the majority in Atlanta. So how does that tend to clash with Caucasians and Asians?
I think here it clashes a lot because I'm so used to seeing other people who look like me everywhere I go, and it's different here because that's not the case. And I haven't been exposed to racism, so you say. So here is different. Like, to hear other Caucasians say the N-word and nobody do anything about it because that's just what they're used to, is different for me. And that I don't like that. So that's gonna be like that's gonna be hard to get used to.
So do you tend to think that cultures do clash in Atlanta or no?
Yeah, if you're from other places.
How so?
Because you're not used to, it's different. Like, it's not like other places. Atlanta's there's not a lot of cities where African Americans are the majority.
Right.
So I think when you go there and see that, it's a culture shock. It's different. Like, just like when I came to Kentucky, it was a culture shock to see that there's only a small group of us.
Yeah, right.
It's the culture shock.
So is Atlanta divided in the counties?
Yes, it's divided into a lot of counties.
What county do you live in?
Clayton.
Is it culture? Do cultures tend to clash in your county?
Not in my county.
How do you think Atlanta culture is viewed by outsiders like me looking in?
Ghetto.
Could you go into detail with what you mean by that?
I just think people assume that since it's majority black that we have a lot of gang violence and it's ghetto and there's a lot of robberies and stuff like that. And although that does happen, but just like how there's good parts in every city, there's bad parts in every city. It's just like everywhere else you go.
So, do you feel as if there is some truth in the stereotypes that Atlanta tends to have?
Yes.
Meaning that, let me try to think of some stereotypes, like from people that I know. I'm trying to think. It's a lot of stereotypes that I've heard about Atlanta.
Oh, like what?
I'm trying to think. I can't remember right now off the top of my head.
I've heard that like everybody has a booty.
Yeah, that.
Everybody wears weed.
That too.
And,
they said basically that, oh, if you don't have like a long weave that you won't fit in.
That's not true, but I can see why people think that way.
Right.
But that's not true. Cause when I grew up, like my mom didn't let me wear weave. I wore my first weave for prom, like this year. So like, I've always worn braids, but people don't really wear their real hair.
All right. So so you said you do feel like
some stereotypes are true. I do feel like everybody in Atlanta has a booty but me. And a lot of people say it's because I wasn't born there.
You probably so.
But all my friends that were born there, I was raised there. Like, I say that's my home because I left Seattle when I was 2. But all my friends, yeah, they had booty. And they were all born there. So some stereotypes are true. And then the stereotype that everyone's ratchet, a lot of people say that.
What is it? Alright, so is there anything else that you think outsiders should know about Atlanta that you wouldn't be able to find in like Wikipedia or like on the internet? You actually live there, you live the life every day, so you should know something.
Yeah, I live the life.
Yeah.
Don't go to the varsity. It's overpraised and it's nasty.
Oh my gosh. I went to the varsity and everybody was like, it's so good and all this other stuff. I'm like, this is really some tourist stuff.
When I meet tourists, I tell them to go there, but it's not that good. And
It's really not.
I mean, the
And it's
experience
greasy.
is fun.
It's greasy.
Yeah, it's greasy. The experience is fun, but the varsity is distasteful.
You had some nasty.
And don't believe everything you see on TV.
Oh, ATL.
Yeah,
It's not like that at all.
ATL. No,
It's not?
Cascade is a real place, and people used to really go there. When I was in elementary school, the high schoolers used to really go there, but now it's different. But it is true that everybody, like, we don't skate in Atlanta. No, like, everybody thinks that we skate.
You don't?
No, because of like roll bounce and like
Yeah.
and ATL. Oh, never mind.
I thought road bounce was in
I
Atlanta.
thought roll bounce was in Atlanta. Oh, but yeah, ATL. No, we don't skate.
That's crazy.
We have like teen nights at like skate places, but you don't skate. You dance.
Oh yeah, they do dance a lot.
Yeah, we dance a lot. We don't skate. Are you gonna eat that?